welcome to this live stream. I'm going to fly a Yak 7, and it's winter time, so we've got the winter paint scheme, and I'm going to take 100% fuel because I don't know how long I'm going to be flying for, and I don't want to run out of fuel. 120 cannon, 20mm, and 450 caliber, that's 12.7mm. Going to set the guns to 180 meters. Alright, that's going to do it. Let's get started. '16 Soviet Union, 10 German, so the numbers are a bit skewed in favour of the Allies. It might be a little bit difficult at this early stage to find any combat. We'll see how we go. Mixture rich. E for engine start. Set the throttle. Seems like you can't adjust the pitch. Adjust the pitch until the engine's started. Alright, now I can adjust the pitch. It seems like by default it's set to 100%, which is what I was after anyway. Just adjusted my track IR slightly there so I can see over the nose a bit better. If you've just joined us, welcome. Smash the thumbs up, like and subscribe, and join the channel and become a patron of the channel. I'm going to fly a Yak 7B. Let's run through the takeoff checklist. We've got the mixture rich, propeller at 100%. I'm going to go, it is winter, I'm going to go 40 and 40 for the radiators. Might seem like that's quite high for the oil, but I was flying earlier today and it seemed like that's what the plane wanted. I figured out that these are my temperature gauges. That is the water, the small gauge is the water, and the big gauge is the oil. I reckon you want them at around 100 when you're in a full power cruise. That way, if you start climbing and the plane's slowing down but you're still producing full power, got a bit of leeway before you get to overheating territory, which it looks to be about 120 degrees. Hope that makes sense. But we've got 2 Curtis P40s right here carrying bombs. They go. They're probably headed to the train station or the depot. We've got an Axis and an Allied train station adjacent one another, and same deal with depots. There's an Axis and an Allied depot just north of that. And I think that is where the action is. I was flying in this just a moment ago, and then just like as a warm-up, and then I went to press track record, which is Control R, and by mistake I pressed Control E, which is eject, and so I jumped out and bailed out. So then I reassigned the keys for eject from Control E to Control Tilde, and that problem is never going to happen again. He's put his lights on. How come? So we got the 2 P40s there. This guy with his lights on. Maybe he's just saying, oh no, it's an A20 and he's coming into land. Alright, all good. False alarm. How's the temperature? Less than 100 and less than 100 at 40. But we've only just taken off. That's going to get hotter. Engine's not even warmed up yet. And I'm way off course. Let's change direction. The Yak is a pretty good plane. It turns very well. Start flying some German planes in the days to come. Right now, just kind of trying to challenge myself a bit and fly something that's not quite so automated. And I've got a good grasp of operating the systems on the Yak now, I reckon. A good functional grasp anyway. It still catches me out sometimes, but I'm going pretty good with managing the engine, the radiators, the temperatures. Obviously things change according to the map, so if you're flying in summer, it's a whole different kettle of fish than if you're flying, as I am now, in winter, in terms of managing the engine temperature. One thing I've got to remind myself to do is to use more ammo. I'm sort of influenced by the initial impression I've got of this plane. Going from German planes to the Yaks, German planes have endless cannon, endless machine gun ammo on board. The Yak only has 1 cannon and 1 50 cal machine gun in the nose, and it has limited ammo for both. So that impression hit me hard, and then I tried not to use any ammo at all. So what I'm trying to do now is to get myself to use more ammo, even from longer distances, and to use it up front. So as soon as I get a firing solution, I'm going to go hard with the ammo, because often enough, especially if you use cannon, that's enough to take out the enemy, and then you can make your exit, and then you can survive, and then you can go on to fight another fighter, or you can return to land. Hope that makes sense. I can see an aircraft off to the 11 o'clock. I'm above him. Wonder what he is. Near the Allied train station. Do you guys see them? There's a bunch of them. What do we got down here? What do we have here? There's an A20. There's a... what is that? What is that? I reckon that's a Ju88. I'm going to have to dive, and that's probably a fighter, an allied fighter going after the Ju88. Obviously I'm looking at pixels, so he's firing at the 88. Yeah, I reckon that's an 88. I'm going to just bloody cut the power and dive on him. Boom, got him. Got him, that's how you do it. Ha ha ha. Look for the fireball. Boom. So yeah, I kind of stayed true to my attempt at a change of strategy, a tactics there, of using more ammo up front. Alright, nice work, Frog. Let's check the chat and let's escape. I should probably escape before I check the chat, or else I'll just get jumped by 109s out of those clouds. Still heading to the depot, so that's where I want to be. And a sip of coffee. It's winter time here, and I'm drinking coffee with honey in it, and I don't normally have any sugar or anything in my coffee, but coffee with honey in it in winter time is quite nice. I recommend it. You should try it. It's quite nice. So we've got a yak or something over there, flying in a very loose formation with myself. Looks like the situation is stabilised. I'm glad I read that situation correctly as well, because I saw the A20, I saw the other heavy, I identified it as an 88, I saw the fighter going after it, and I reasoned correctly that that was an allied fighter going after the 88. I saw him fire, so I saw his tracer, dived, shot him, used up heaps of ammo as I wanted to, and got him. Alright, let's check the chat. DSK, yaks are great. Old Core Marine, morning Froggy, 6 AM in the US. Yeah, 6 AM, that's right. I was checking the world clock just a few minutes ago. The times are very, very bad to do a live stream. I think the time ranges from 2:30 AM in the morning in Los Angeles to, I don't know, about 9:30 in New York or something, and 11 AM in London, something like that. So, and this is on a Friday. So here in Australia, it's 9:15 PM, so 9:15 in the evening on a Friday night. Yeah, I think Fragster, you just answered, you just echoed what I was thinking. Missed the last few days of this as you're out of the house, streaming in the middle of the day UK time. Yeah, exactly. I'll try, and that's the thing. Any kind of effort to organise something is going to be problematic in terms of everyone has different schedules, and my schedule is rather fluid. I don't usually stream at a particular time or anything like that, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So I think the ethos of this whole thing is basically just if you see me live, jump in the chat, and if not, oh well, doesn't matter. Just catch us for the next one. DSK, how do you keep the plane from rolling to one side though? Does it have aileron trim? Had a like a, I think it was a software glitch the other day that kept on rolling to the left, and I restarted the game and it fixed it. Before I did that though, I tried aileron trim and it didn't work at all. It wasn't responsive at all, so restarting fixed it. Fragster just finished resoldering a dodgy button on the USB button box. The keyboard is practically impossible to use in VR. Very tactile buttons. Oh, okay, yep, I get you. So you're using VR by the sounds of it, and you need some kind of a braille system, I guess, because you can't look down and see down type thing when you're trying to look at the keyboard. I think that's the only stumbling block to VR, isn't it? How do you scrutinise a keyboard, or how do you use a keyboard when you've got VR? That's the thing. Unless you could have like a hybrid image system where if you wanted to switch to, I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. It's got to be a solution. Managed to kill a 190 in a Yak 1. Excellent, congratulations. That's usually very hard to do. I've only just gotten on top of it myself in PvP. DSK, coffee with honey is very nice indeed. Yeah, it is, yeah. I'm trying to avoid diabetes and all of those things, so I don't usually do any sugar, but for a change, it's nice. Ohio, 7:20 AM on a Friday. Yeah. It's definitely, time zones are one of those things that's can be good, can be bad. I'm just so far away from the rest of the world down here in the southern hemisphere that the time schedule is always going to be different, I think. All right, let's turn around. Almost flown off the map. So I learnt my lesson not to check the chat while I was flying over artillery, like I did once and got shot down. I'm carrying full fuel this time, so that means we won't run out of fuel in the first 10 minutes, which has happened in the past. I'll go back to the depots. Depots should be over here somewhere. You can see the oil was getting pretty hot there. It's about 120. I'll put the oil up to 60. Hopefully that'll fix it. The oil's coming down towards 100. The water's below 100. Frags says Russian planes didn't have trim at all. In the real thing, the 109 and the 190 have them, so this is for the ailerons, I gather. I think it's more common for planes to have an elevator trim than say, and maybe a rudder trim than say aileron trim, but that could be the reason why. Alright, there's the Axis depot off my starboard nose. Flying pretty damn close to it. Better keep my eyes peeled. Don't want to get jumped. There is a numerical superiority of allies at the moment, so that's in my favour. I wonder if the flak can reach me from here. There's a plane. No, there's flak. That's flak. It's probably flak shooting at me. Or is it? What the heck is going on? Okay, I see a plane. Full power. That's probably a bomber up there over the Allied depot. Let's go and explore. There's action over here. The trouble when you're looking forward so much like this is you don't know what's going on behind you. Might just increase the water radiator a bit. Alright, so the radiators are at 60 and 60. How's the temperatures looking? Water's fine and oil's fine. So there is some action up here, but the trick is not to lose it once you've got it. Well, the mixture of bits and some gaining altitude. Something. Whoa. I was reading the chat and I just got jumped. hightail it. This plane can handle 650 k's an hour without any probs, but above that you start to get structural issues on it. 700 plus right now. And where's my pursuer? There he is? No, that's flag. Hey, what's this? There's a 109. I've adjusted my radiators. I'm at full power. Looks like I'm getting shot. Where'd he go? What can I do? What can I do? Alright, there's one on my tail. What's my speed? 600. Let's just get some altitude. Remember... Oh. Right, the radiator's fixed. This plane can turn tighter than a 109, so with any luck, I should be able to outturn him soon, if I focus. I think there's two of them though, that's the problem. So as soon as I've got a bead on one of them, the other one will be on my tail. There's one there. Right, there he is. I've just got to outturn him. Just got to outturn him. Where'd he go, huh? Where did he go? There's something up there. That's an airfield giving off a flare. I'm going to keep this turn going. Keep this turn going until I see some action. Got 100% radiator, so no problem there. And what's this up here? What is that? That's flak, that's an aircraft. Let's shut the rads a bit. $60. Anyone on my tail? Not that I can see. Alright, what do we got up here? Let's look at the map. Heading toward the Allied depot. There's a plane. And there was a plane up there. So, damn, it's so hard to maintain situational awareness. What do we got? What do we got? 109. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. Let's go. Shut the rads a bit, I think. Here, idea. Time to pull in a tight turn and perhaps get out of here. Got a good shot on him. Those cannon very effective in 109. I'm still in it if I can escape. I haven't got much control. I might be able to make it back to base. I've got an Allied airfield about a minute away. I'll go for that. Shut the rads even more. I do have some elevator authority, but not very much. Bit of oil forming on the windscreen. Looks like I've shaken my pursuer. Alright, we've got an airstrip up here. I'll struggle to find it, especially because it's in the snow. I might just bail out over the airstrip. Actually, that sounds a lot like cannon. I think I'm being shot at. There's the airstrip. Oh no. Damn. Good action. I think there was some kind of a rationalisation, for example, with the production of T-34 tanks, that they expected them on average to last 2,000 kilometres and then after that be destroyed. So that influenced the production quality and things like that. That is it. That is it. So I killed a Ju88 and then I got shot down by 109s. And I think there was a bunch of 109s over that depot, because every time I got one that I would sort of start pursuing, I'd get shot at from behind. So that's always tough. Thanks to you guys in the chat for tuning in. Like, subscribe, join the channel, support on Patreon, and I'm gonna do some single player vids later on over the course of the next 8 to 10 hours, and I'll probably be back over the weekend for more live streaming of IL-2. Yeah, thanks once again, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.